Patrick Ashford Buedu is asking the state of the presidential jet. The presidential jet, the last briefing we had in cabinet is that it is still being serviced in France. As the president has explained to the public, it went for routine servicing, and it was discovered that there was massive corrosion. I think that the late defense minister was also in parliament to provide details, and that massive corrosion has led to a very long delay in the servicing of the presidential jet. You also asked that how will President Mahama be traveling? President Mahama has not complained about commercial travels. I have seen some people say, oh, President Mahama spent 22 hours in Dubai, and they blame me for that. I saw a colleague of yours apologizing to President Mahama. That is because of me. That if President Mahama had his own way, he would have chartered a luxury jet. But because I'm foreign minister, he cannot do that. That is so unfair to President Mahama. That was just propaganda. It is not true. No president will be allowed to be stranded at an airport. Let us get serious and stop this childish propaganda. We have a consulate in Dubai. We have a full mission in UAE. I mean, you think that foreign service officials there will keep their job? If it comes to my attention that the commander-in-chief, our president, was allowed to be stranded at an airport in Dubai because he couldn't charter a jet. Please, let's credit the Ghanaian people with some discernment and some modicum of wisdom. It's just propaganda. Some people clearly want to justify certain actions of the past and whitewash. I still maintain that when our presidential jet is in good condition, in pristine condition, let me use the word which has become very famous. People speak as though I created that word. When our presidential jet is in pristine condition, it is not right to be chartering £18,000, $20,000 an hour charter jet. We come into public office to protect the purse and to do our best to be measured and to be frugal. President Akufo-Addo himself promised us at his inauguration that he was coming to protect the public purse. So I do not see why some people want to use this as some opportunity to settle, political scores and to come after me in the most unfair manner. Everything I stood for, I still stand for that. And I still maintain that Ghana needs a presidential travel policy. Are you aware, ladies and gentlemen, that in the United States of America, when the president uses the presidential jet for private business, maybe fundraising for his campaign or for campaign activity, he is made to reimburse the American taxpayer. These are rich countries, superpowers. We go to borrow from them. But they have a presidential travel policy to protect the public purse. And some of us advocated for that. And because of that, we've become enemies to some. But these are principles I hold dear. And I know that I'll be vindicated with time. Indeed, I have a private member's bill in Parliament advocating for a private member's law which will regulate presidential travels and make sure that these things are not left to the discretion and pleasure, personal idiosyncrasies of whoever is president. And so these things are not targeted at any specific person. For example, I've heard some people say that I must have something personal against the former president. I don't. And probably you can tell from the previous question about presidential privileges and courtesies, which I very readily and happily grant. I have nothing personal against President Akufo-Addo. It's about principles. And if you go through a Hansard, President Akufo-Addo himself, in opposition as ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, espoused some of these principles. You go to the Hansard of 1999, when President Rawlings tried to purchase a new jet under economic, difficulties, and read his debate and the positions. You think that it's me, speaking today, So you ask yourself what has really changed and why should I be subjected to so much attack and opprobrium just for trying to say let's be committed to protecting the public purse. If we think that the presidential jet is not fit for purpose, and that's what I've been saying, even I said it in Parliament, go to the Hansard when I invited the former defense minister, then let us probably trade off or sell it and purchase another one. That would be more judicious use of our taxes, sustainable way of ensuring that our presidents travel safely. So the principle is clear, and these are principles that I will continue to hold dear.